Excuse me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am starving. Okay, you make too much noise. Does anyone else get overwhelmed? No? I was eating the chips the whole way here, so I have like no chips left. Brian went to go pick up an artificial tree from his mother's house, and he took Violet. 10 out of 10 recommend. Today's gonna be a cozy day. Violet was with her grandma yesterday, last night, and this morning she went to church. She went to church this morning. And my mom dropped her off around 10 or 11. I don't even know what time it was. It was like 10:30. But I cleaned this morning. It felt so good. So for the rest of the day, we are rotting as a family. I don't want to do anything. We have invites here and there, and like I'm just like, You have to be selfish sometimes. It's just too much. And then you have a family, aka me and Brian and Violet, and then we like barely get to hang out, just the three of us, besides like nighttime, sleeping time, weekends. So we're getting a little pickier about our weekends. We're getting a little picky or whatever. But I think it's necessary because we're like building our own traditions and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's the three of us. It's the three of us forever. Sorry, Mom. This is probably from Violet to me. She has been giving us a hard time. And like, it just makes everything so much harder. I have to have my AirPods in loud because she's just fussing and moaning. Or I'm like whining because she's like crawling or like trying to stand up or something. Like, I'm also getting through it with my therapist. It's just a lot. I'm just not used to, I'm a Virgo. That's all you need to know is I'm a Virgo, okay? It just doesn't, it's like it's not working out. No, I'm kidding. I love my Violet and everything. And I'm really working on like being careful with like what I say because I'm just frustrated and like almost 9 months postpartum. So it's hard being a mom. Just all I want to say is think about it before you do it because it is a lot. You are going to have to go to therapy because things just smack you in the face. And and I'm healing by mothering her too. Like, that is happening. It's just also like mentally exhausting because it's so much work. Yeah. And then like your relationship is a lot of work too, like mine and Brian's relationship. We have to keep that up, if you know what I mean. It's just tiring. Everything is like a lot. And my coworker was like, I wish there were 32 hours in a day just so that we have that time to sleep. Like our sleeping time like doesn't count. Like, it's not fair, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do, blah, blah, blah. My neighbors are so cute. They put up their Christmas stuff. and I think they're like fixing something, but it's a couple that their daughters like are older than me by like maybe 5 years, and moved away. They're still in the area, but like they're not here, and like they're just adorable, and they love Violet, and they're like, oh, I'm waiting on my grandchildren. I'm like, well, here's your grandchild. I know them forever, so we're all kind of like grew up together, me and her kids too. But yeah, marriage is hard. I watch let me put a pin on that. When I say marriage is hard, it's hard because we have the hard conversations, and like we're really like covering everything under the sun, where like we talk about things that like are uncomfortable to talk about or whatever, and you know, we're humans, so whatever. That's all I wanted to say, is like we're both really trying. But what I was gonna start to talk about was, I follow Shallon Lester on YouTube, and she's like all about girl empowerment and like, I feel like true feminism. I don't know. I agree with a lot of the things she says, not everything, but she talks about how more than half of the marriages, I think it's like 60-something% of marriages ended in divorce. And I just think that's so like, she's like, if more than half of the planes like, you know, didn't drop down and crash or whatever, would you get on a plane? And she has been married before or whatever, she got divorced, but she's just like, don't get married, like it's just a piece of paper. But then on the other hand, she's also like, you know, it can help in some ways with like medical problems and stuff like that. But okay, a lot of things are going on in my head. Brian and I got married last year, and I say married loosely because we did like a private ceremony, not a private ceremony, it was a private ceremony. Someone who's ordained like married us and everything, but we messed up on the paperwork, excuse me, sent it in, and they were like, hey, you messed up, here's a new one. Lost that one. I called, requested a new one. They sent me a new one. By the time I turned this new one in, it had been over a year from our marriage date, May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. And so they were like, absolutely not. So it's a mess. Also, taxes. I filed single, and then I sent in an addendum saying I was married because it's a whole thing. I had called, it's a whole thing. It is a whole thing, I promise ya. You don't want to know. No, I'm fine. I have to get her birth certificate. I want to get her passport. I want to go to Mexico with her. I was looking into trips for her first birthday. $2,000. I was like, okay. Because I was like, let's not spend on a carne asada, let's spend on a trip. What the? Because we're not even throwing a big party, so I don't know why I'm thinking we're gonna be able to afford a trip. One day. these two burritos, this beefy 5-layer and the cheesy bean and rice, are for Brian. But I want to eat it. Stop it. I've been watching Peter Mon's vlog channel every day, probably for like a year now. I am so obsessed. He's what's inspired me sitting down and just talking. As a new mother, I just feel like I have to just freaking talk sometimes. Therapy isn't enough. Talking to my husband is not enough. Like, I need to just talk sometimes. Talking at work is not enough. Work is a whole other thing, but it's not even worth talking about, because I'm telling you. I am the biggest chismosa. Oh my god. I don't even care. All my blinds are open. My mom was like that too. I opened them for the light so that I'm not using like our lights. But it works out perfectly. I don't want to open the window, like the actual windows though, because I'm a little chatty Cathy over here and I'd be telling everybody all my business. My other neighbor had a Thanksgiving party. I wanted to crash it only in the morning. Or the night before when they were setting up. Like the tarps and stuff. And they were already playing music and I was like... But Thanksgiving night, we got home like at 9:20, 9:30. We went to Brian's mom's house like at 6:37. I don't even remember what time, but it was around that time. That's a whole other thing. I don't like to be out in the streets on holidays because I feel like there's a lot of drunk drivers. So, Brian's like, you know, my family does it in the night. So I'm like, okay. So, we went and it was fun, but I just hate the whole commute because I'm just scared. So I told Brian, he's driving, he's not drinking at all. We're chilling, please, because I cannot. I drank a little because I was like, for my nerves, you know. I'm genuinely so like annoyed and like anxious to be driving or being out in a car, period. Like, it's not even about me driving during the holidays. People are crazy. I'm like, we take the freeway, you know. So I just feel like chances are high. And then with Violet in the car, no thank you. My allergies have actually been going crazy on me. I need to schedule like the ear, nose, and throat department appointment because I feel it everywhere. And then I use the Q-tip and then Brian's like, well, you probably have a bunch of stuff stuffed in there. And I'm like, dude, I want to get it clean out. I don't know. And I also just need to, so that's what I'm going to call for, to get a little clean out. I don't know. Is that, okay. And then, just to see what's going on with my allergies, like, thank you. Oh my God. I try to dust the whole house. I just cleaned the floors. It's so bad. It's so annoying. My mom has issues like this too. The same exact issues. I remember growing up, like she'd always be like, I'm doing what I'm doing, and now Violet's gonna grow up seeing me do what my mom was doing. I just started thinking about like the fact the type of music that I'm listening to is like, put a pin on that. I only have Pandora, so I'll like put radios. So basically Destiny's Child radio, or like Erykah Badu's radio also will like play some good stuff that reminds me of my mom. I like Erykah Badu's radio to begin with, but like, yeah. So I feel like my mother just singing the songs. I was cleaning this morning and I was like, so good. It's just so fun. And then even at like the grocery stores, I'm like singing. It's just, I feel like my mother. It's the craziest thing. You know what's really far from Taco Bell? The grilled cheese burrito. The end of the crunch wrap is so fire. You know why I'm also looking out is because Brian does not have diapers for Violet. And he's gonna come right back. Like, he's not gonna take long at all. So he would have stayed there if he had diapers like in his car, or we packed some, but we didn't because I was like, I have diapers in my car. But he ended up taking his car. I'm telling ya, it's a whole thing. This morning, I was literally like, I'm gonna have some healthy eggs. I bought organic eggs. I'm gonna have some healthy eggs, salt and pepper, and turkey bacon, some potatoes, avocado oil, light Lorry's, you know what I mean? And then we garden, and I'm like, I'm getting Taco Bell. I'm so sad because Lola's asking for this piece right now. And this is the best part. You have your food. This is for Brian. We are gonna chill all day. I'm so happy. We're gonna I'm gonna put Real Housewives of Atlanta and just get cozy. My house is a little bit of a mess. Yes, I have laundry right next to me. What are we gonna do? I'm living my best life. I am being selfish. I'm thinking about myself. I am adding my relaxing time to the schedule because it's necessary, and I highly recommend you guys do that too. I'm in therapy, and that doesn't make me feel like I'm like I don't want to say the best person in the world or like better than everyone, but She has lizard friends and she wants to eat them. She has before in front of me. It's really gross. Lola, I'm gonna have to close the door. Stop. Be selfish, live for yourself, and if you have children, live for yourself and your children. But be selfish, because the state of the way that things are going in the world, I think it's just important to just think about yourself and do what's best for yourself. Don't say yes because you feel bad saying no. I'm just gonna start reading all the quotes that I post on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, lifewithdalilah. I love you guys so much. Thank you for sitting with me and talking with me for just a second. I hope to be back. Today is day 1 of Vlogmas. No, I'm kidding. But I did consider doing Vlogmas. I just know that vlogging like is a little too much for me. I'd rather just sit and vlog type thing. So I guess I will call it Vlogmas just to like hype it up. But look, a gift for moi, Miss Piggy. I love you guys so much. Hopefully the next video is a little longer. I don't know when I'm gonna film, whether it's before work or after work, but I am going to just set time aside to sit and chat. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Tell me that you made it this far. Comment a white heart, because I love white hearts. Love you. Bye.